There is a kind of silence that only a man living alone later in life truly understands. It's not just the quiet of an empty room, it's the quiet of memories, of conversations that once filled the air, of a presence that is no longer there. If that silence feels familiar, you're not weak for feeling it. You're human. If you're watching this, you may be living alone without a woman by your side, not because you planned it this way, but because life unfolded as it did. Perhaps through loss, perhaps through divorce, perhaps through choices you still replay in your mind. Today, I want you to know something important. This conversation is not about shame, failure, or what you lack. It's about truth, dignity, and finding peace where you are now. Many older men living alone carry a quiet misunderstanding that without a woman, life must somehow be incomplete. But the truth is more nuanced, more gentle, and more hopeful than that. The first truth is this: loneliness does not come from being alone, it comes from feeling unseen. I once knew a man in his 70s who lived by himself for over a decade. He wasn't unhappy because there was no woman in the house. He was unhappy because no one ever asked how he was really doing. He had learned to smile, to say, "I'm fine," and to keep moving. The lesson here is simple but profound. Your emotional needs did not expire with age. You still deserve connection, warmth, and understanding, whether it comes from family, friends, neighbors, or even quiet moments of self-compassion. The second truth is that many men confuse independence with emotional isolation. You've spent your life being strong, responsible, and self-reliant. That strength helped you survive many seasons. But strength was never meant to mean silence. Living alone without a woman doesn't mean you must carry everything inside. Real wisdom is knowing when to sit with your feelings instead of running from them. Allow yourself to miss what mattered. Allow yourself to grieve what's gone. That doesn't make you fragile, it makes you honest. Another truth that's rarely spoken is this: living alone can awaken a deeper self-awareness. Without distractions, you begin to notice your thoughts more clearly. You remember things, moments you handled well, and moments you wish you had handled differently. This reflection can hurt, but it can also heal. One man once said, "Living alone forced me to finally listen to myself." And in that listening, he learned patience, humility, and peace. The lesson here is that solitude, when treated gently, can become a teacher, not a punishment. There's also the truth about regret. Many older men living alone without a woman carry silent regrets, words not spoken, apologies delayed, love taken for granted. If that's you, hear this carefully. Regret is not proof that you failed. It is proof that you cared, and caring still matters. You cannot rewrite the past, but you can soften your relationship with it. Forgiving yourself is not forgetting, it's choosing to stop punishing yourself for being human. And then there is the deepest truth of all. Your worth was never dependent on having a woman beside you. You are not unfinished. You are not less of a man. You are not invisible. Your value comes from the life you lived, the responsibilities you carried, the people you impacted, often in ways you never fully saw. If you are feeling tired, uncertain, or quietly afraid of the years ahead, let me speak to you directly now. You have survived more than you give yourself credit for. You have adapted, endured, and kept going even when no one was watching. Your pain makes sense. Your fears make sense. Your longing makes sense. But your story is not over, and your presence still matters. There are gentle steps you can take, nothing overwhelming, nothing complicated. Start by creating one small daily ritual that brings calm: a morning walk, a cup of tea in silence, a prayer, or a few slow breaths by the window. Reach out to one person, not to burden them, but to remind yourself that connection still exists. Speak kindly to yourself, especially at night when thoughts grow louder. Find purpose in simple contributions, helping a neighbor, mentoring someone younger, caring for something living. And allow moments of peace without guilt. You've earned them. Living alone without a woman does not mean living without meaning. It means life is asking you to relate to yourself differently now, with more patience, more softness, and more grace. As the years pass, you are not fading. You are becoming wiser, calmer, and more deeply human. And even in quiet rooms, your life still carries weight, dignity, and quiet beauty. If this message brought you comfort, consider joining our community. You are not alone. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Graceful Aging for more gentle wisdom and new videos that support your journey.